So, Tomb Raider finally turns 29. Well, it did yesterday, on October 25th. It was the 29th anniversary of the release of Tomb Raider 96, marking nearly 3 decades of tombs, traps, and danger for our favorite adventurer. So, there was an event in Derby in the UK to commemorate the series' anniversary. And apparently, they partnered up with Dark Horse, who recently published an omnibus of classic Tomb Raider comics, with Volume 2 available for pre-order. To celebrate the upcoming second volume, they have generously provided a digital version of the first arc of Tomb Raider comics, Medusa Mask, for free to all Society of Tomb Raiders members. All 4 issues, a total of 95 pages, are available for you to download right now. Well, we can say at least she's top heavy. We can say that finally. So, why is this important? Derby, TR29, fan event recap. So, TR29, Tomb Raider 29. The annual unofficial Tomb Raider fan event took place earlier this month in Derby, England, bringing fans together from around the globe. Attendees celebrated the franchise with cosplay, panels, and interviews. Also, courtesy of Legendary Entertainment, fans got to see an exclusive screenshot from the upcoming second season of Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. Thank you to Legendary for premiering this shot for fans at the event. I have not watched this series. Don't know if anyone else has. So the organizer, Luke Earl, said, "Thank you to everyone who came to TR29, our 5th annual event in Derby celebrating all things Tomb Raider." Again, I've never heard of this event. 5 years, okay. What an amazing event it was, with Natalie Cook making her Derby debut. Eric Loren's return, of course, the icon that is Judith Gibbons. This year was our biggest yet, with over 250 attendees. Okay, fair play. Of which over 30 cosplayed. Okay, good. This event is by fans for fans, and long may it continue. TR29 is over. Here comes TR30, which of course will be next year. The event kicked off with a panel in which Tom Jonathan interviewed the first ever official Lara Croft model, Natalie Cook, about stepping into what would become the start of a tradition in which each main Tomb Raider game would feature its own official Lara Croft model, a tradition which continued all the way through Tomb Raider Underworld. Returning guest Eric Lauren, the voice of Curtis Trent, sat down with Steve O'Ware to chat about all things Curtis. Being back at Derby after having to miss out last year's event felt almost like a homecoming of sorts. To me, Derby isn't necessarily all about celebrating the pomp and circumstance of Tomb Raider's history, but is about all the people that keep its legacy alive. In a lot of ways, you could view Derby as a unification of the community. No matter which game or era of the series is or isn't someone's favorite, it doesn't matter here. All that just melts away, and we're left with is a group of people who are here for the same thing. Getting to be Eric was a privilege enough, let alone having the opportunity to interview him on the stage and get to chat to him about his experience in the gaming industry. The man was just so excited and thrilled to be among the community again, and it very much felt like we were having an open conversation rather than an interview done out of any form of obligation. You could probably tell this too as well. George R.R. Martin finished the fucking book. To have a moment to share his stories about Tomb Raider, his voice work, and how it differs from the Tomb Raider work, get to talk about his film, music careers, share all over the community, was something I thought was really special, and I'm humbled, delighted to be part of it. So guys, you can check that out. So, yeah, it seems like a nice event for a bunch of fans cosplaying, which is always great, must say. However, if you guys don't know, Amazon are currently in development to make a Tomb Raider live-action TV series with Sophie Turner, speaking of George R.R. Martin from Game of Thrones, being helmed by Phoebe Waller-Bridge of, she was in Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, Dementia, whatever she was in, and she wrote Fleabag. Now, apparently, this has been in development for about 3 years. We've heard about this. The Phoebe Waller-Bridge was paid around between 100 to 200 million to produce something. Then we heard it was dead, and now apparently it's back, with production apparently reported in September to start in January. Now, my Lara Croft is always Angelina Jolie. I will die on that hill. Sophia Turner, I do not think has the physique or the charisma to pull off this character, nor do I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge knows what she's going to write about. But hey, I've been wrong before. Let's see.